Welcome back to another chit chat. Yes, you guys probably thought I was gonna take a while, right? With the part 2, no. This is the part 2 to the previous get ready with me chit chat that I did / Q&A. So today we're getting ready to go another get together to go to. So I made sure to mark where I stopped on the questions the last time. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. Yeah, fresh face. If you've been following me on my vlog channel, I know that I've been having a little bit of issues with, you know, a few pimples here and there on my face. They're not completely gone, but I have to say, like, the skin is giving glass. What? There's no big top secret. Honestly and truly, all I've been doing is I've incorporated some dermal collagen masks in my routine. What? It's been amazing. You guys need to tune in over my vlog channel because it's really a vibe, and I really do keep you guys up to date over there with what's going on with me, everything lifestyle. So please go ahead and check it out because I'm not about to repeat everything here. We're here for the Q&A and to get glam, and yeah. And I feel like I might want to do a little something on the eyeshadow, a little extra, not too much though because it's still daytime, more than last time, because I don't want it to be the same look. I know it's just a Q&A, but still, I'm still doing my makeup in this video. I don't want it to be like, you did that last time kind of vibe, you know? I already did my morning skin routine, and now we're just gonna jump into the makeup. You know, it's been a while since I used my Milk Hydro Grip primer. I've just been into my Tatcha so much. Should I use my Milk today? I think I'm gonna switch it up and use my Milk. Tatcha is really good. I've just been hooked on using it, isn't it? I plan on getting, you know, more stuff from them because it's really like that, girl. So we're just gonna prime before we do anything. So the skin is already nicely moisturized. So somebody asked what I use to edit my photos. You know, I've actually done, in a vlog I included how I edit my photos some time ago. Maybe I need to do another one just to refresh you guys' memory. And for the new people, the new divinities, I use my phone first. I always use my phone. Like, you'd be amazed if you've never used a phone editor like within your iPhone. Go ahead and check it out. Honestly, it helps with the color grading so nicely. I absolutely love it. So I use my phone editor on my iPhone, and then after that, if I want to go in and like smooth out anywhere or, you know, any of that, I'll go to Facetune, and then I will, if there's anything I need to remove, then I'll go into Photoshop. And it's always really good to try your best to take the initial picture in the best lighting. That way you don't have to do too much things in post. Oh my gosh, another USA question. But this one is kind of different. Somebody said, how do you cope moving to the USA from Jamaica? I'm struggling. I'm 17. Girl, I have my days. I still have my days. Like, honestly, I still have my days where I'm just looking like I'm delusional sometimes. I get delusional sometimes because I literally talk to my mother and my sister every day. As you guys know, me and them were like this. Okay, every day whenever we speak on the phone and they update me on stuff that's going on and whatever, I'm just like, yeah man, I remember I forgot down the road. And I'm like, but you're not there. Down the road don't exist here for where you're speaking about. And I'm just like, oh crap, oh minute today, dang, you know. And I kind of get in my little zone, but I get out of it. Like, it's not as bad, it's not as, like, you know, mushy as before or sad, but it's still, I'm still coping myself. It takes a while. I feel like I've spoken to people that's been here for 4 years, 5 years, and they're like, I'm still in the funk. That's where the people that are around you, at least in the US, that's where things get serious now as it relates to the people that are around you in the US. Like, you need to ensure that you're around people that keeps you mentally in check, not in the sense where they're checking on you mentally, but like people that you can laugh with, people that you can talk to, people that you can hang out with, you know. I have a family that is there for me. that helps. And for me, family is number one. You know, I'm gonna go back to saying, make sure you find a hobby. Somebody's asking, when am I gonna start training, you guys? Every day that it kind of gnaws at me. I'm using my same concealer, Born This Way multi sculpting concealer in light beige to clean up my brows. I always like to use it at these days I use it at like the mid to outer end. Sometimes with the brows. But yeah, you guys keep on asking me about the training. Oh my gosh, it really is. It's something that stays in my head on a daily, especially when I go to the gym. I'm like, in my heart I would really love to be doing it, but I do not have the time. It's just like my schedule is in a way where sometimes I struggle with getting up super early in the morning because sometimes I'm up at night late editing, you know, meeting deadlines, all of them stuff there. So to probably be up at a certain hour to go and train, because it's just, I don't know, I need to revamp my whole schedule before I can really take that on. So we already primed, and now I'm gonna go back in with my Dior Forever foundation. This is the transfer proof 24-hour foundation, high perfection concentrated skincare with sunscreen, and this is the my shade is 5W. This is what we used last Get Ready With Me. So we're just gonna go in with that. You know what, I find myself not putting any foundation on my forehead. I don't like when it's too saturated with product. So after I kind of like blend the foundation on my cheeks, I usually just take whatever is left on my brush and I go on top. But you know what, I love how much my skincare has improved, because this way, you know, when your skin is better, your makeup looks 10 times better. And I am just so excited, honestly. I'm excited. Okay, it doesn't all the way match my neck, as you can see, but once I highlight, everything balances down. So sometimes don't throw out, or you know, there are ways to work around shades if it's not your exact tone. You know, there's always a way to work around. If it's too light, if it's too dark, you can always mix and match. And that's something I have lived by for a while. Somebody asked what's a good primer for oily skin. All right, there's one primer I always mention for years. It's been a while since I've used it. It's the Revlon Photo Ready primer. It's a white primer. Now it gives that vibe like when you use milk and magnesia. Milk and magnesia is not something that I use. I've always been like, want to be like, yo, don't use it, because eventually it's going to clog your pores. Like, it makes your makeup look so flawless and make it stay on so long, but it's not worth it in the long run to be like you want to be able to wear your skin without makeup. Like, that's the aim. That's really the aim right there, you know. So yeah, I don't recommend it, but I feel like Revlon Photo Ready primer gives a vibe like that. Like, it makes the makeup stay on so long. I remember using it on my clients, and listen, I always tell my clients, do not wear your makeup past 24 hours. But some of them just wouldn't listen to me. You know what I'm doing, them other thing. And clients will come back to me the next day with a full face. The face look flawless from when I did it the day before. And that's because the power is really in the primer. I'm telling you, people with oily skin, people with combination skin, when it comes down to very dry skin now, I would use a different primer. But when it comes down to like combination skin, if you want to wear makeup for a long period, then I usually pull that primer out. I've been loving Matcha because I feel like sometimes it really does control the oils. And I feel like milk that I use just now is really good. I also do like the Fenty. So yeah. But I tell you, the most extreme one I've used up to this day is the Revlon Photo Ready. So you could check that out. And that's drugstore, right? Yeah. That's it for foundation. So you see what I'm saying? In the front is not as light as the mid to the end portion of my brows, because I mix it in. I put fawn at the front, my LA Girl Pro Conceal. Anyways, let's get on with the questions. When will you and Shami come to Trinidad Carnival? I don't know. If they want to send us an invitation, we're there. I love to experience Trinidad Carnival for sure. How was it having a long distance marriage? Just got married in February. I'm overseas. It was rough. Me not girl on it. Me not girl on it. It did rough. It did difficult. It was so hard. Of course, the best times obviously were when we both got a chance to see each other in person, like when he would visit me, because I wasn't able to visit the US. I didn't have a US visa. Yes, I tried to get one. Getting a US visa can be challenging sometimes. I was in a very stable position, but I often heard that, like, when I go to the US embassy, like, oh, you're too young. That's what the consulars would tell me, like, you're too young. I just feel like it was an excuse, because I would ask why. But yeah, that was just my story. Didn't get the US visa, so I wasn't able to come to the US. I could travel to other places. As you can see, we usually would go on family vacation other places. So yeah, I just couldn't travel to the US. But he was the only one obviously able to come back and forth. So those moments we would cherish most. Like, he visited a lot, and to be honest, that helped to keep things alive, because honestly, for instance, in COVID, there was a time when traveling got so difficult and it was really rough. So we were always on the phone. There's not one day that passed that we're not talking on the phone, but we never overdo it, because that's the next thing. Not because you're in a long distance, meaning if I talk to the person 24/7, no, you don't need to do that. But we communicated every single day. And to be honest, you see, if you're disciplined within the long distance, it's, I don't know, something about the distance allows the both of you to grow this stronger connection. You get to know the person more. Things are said over the phone that probably would come out that easy in person, because sometimes you being physically present, it just make people kind of feel so comfortable. They're not even about to mention certain things. Again, I'm not trying to say it, like, the fact that they can't hold it, they can't touch it, them can't see you physically in front of them. Them just talk. Them just want to talk to you. And so I feel like that way you guys connect more. And so now when you get to see each other in person, everything is even stronger. That's when both of you are on the same page, though. That's when both of you are really on the same page. Okay, so yeah, that's how we managed to keep it going. But it was rough, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's a journey that is, once you stick it out, it's very worth it. And it's not everybody that can manage it, to be very honest. When I was in it a lot, trust me, people get very discouraging. When you're in a long distance relationship and you talk to other people, like people ask you about it or whatever, people are always gonna discourage you. Yeah, so I didn't usually talk about it much, because I ain't got time for that. When I make up my mind for something, I don't need anybody else's opinion. That's just me. So I'm gonna make up my mind. There's nothing you can do or say to change it. Yeah, so that's how I stuck through it. Next question is somebody asking me if I like the powder that I ordered from Shein. This is it. And I did explain this powder in my previous Get Ready With Me. I love it a lot. I think it's really good, actually. As I said before, I think it's really good. It was only $5, as I said. Very affordable. So you see, when the skincare is good, the makeup just goes on like butter. Everything is just like so easy to work with, man. Love it. And just pat this in. Mattify everything. That's how I'm looking after I set the highlighted portions with the She Glam powder. It is so flawless. I never get used to how flawlessly it sets the area. And sometimes I'll go over it with my one size afterwards. I just like to know that I use a She Glam. If I know I use the cheek glam only when I know that I'm going to wear the makeup for a very long time, and I'm going to wear the makeup for a very long time today. So I use it first, and then I'll go over top if I feel like with one size. One size is still really good on its own. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. One size is really that girl. So I go in with my Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. This is their Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder, and this is deep. So I usually use this more in my contours. I find I feel like when it's summertime I could use this on the rest of my face, but yeah, it does give me a nice like bronzed up look. I love, look at that. You see that, Flush? Somebody did ask, in the spirit of Carnival, what makes me proud to be Jamaican. Now it's no longer Carnival, because as I said, we know it's been a month since I've been sitting on these questions, but I'm gonna just answer that generally, Carnival or not. What makes me proud to be Jamaican? The people. Number one, the people. The people, they're funny, them vibrant. Number two, the food. Oh my gosh, which one am I put number one? People are the food. Which I don't even know. I feel like it tie. And so I use the same powder like for the contours of my nose. And I use this fluffy brush because I don't want the line to be too harsh. I kind of just brush this into my crease with the same fluffy brush to give it a nice diffused like contour for my crease. I love when my brows are freshly waxed. Like, they're so sharp and clean right now. I'm gonna kind of use my translucent powder to go over like under my eye, and I know I'm using one side, so I'm like double locking things in, okay, because I want my makeup to stay flawless for a long period of time. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of reverse contouring. With some of the powder, which I dust away. Okay, so there is one question in here. It's business-wise that somebody asked if I've ever considered, and if they were watching this, you know yourself. Yes, I'm not gonna say what it is because it's coming. Okay, it's coming. Guess whatever you must, but it's coming. Okay, and if you want to take that as a hint, or is your husband going to Carnival with you this year? So I know they meant Jamaica at the time because that was Jamaica Carnival time. Oh, by the way, I'm going in with my Juvia's Place, the coffee shop palette, and I'm gonna start my transition. Well, I'm actually going to do my transition with this brown right here. They're asking if my husband is gonna go to Carnival with me. He did not go to Jamaica Carnival with me, but he's gonna be at Cayman Carnival with me. No, to be honest, Carnival is already fainting. He just had to try out that thing. He just had to test it out, you know. So yeah, he's gonna come to Cayman with me. Yeah, I'm so excited for Cayman, you know, guys. Like, we're drawing so close to it. I need you guys to go ahead and tune into my vlog channel. Any tips or advice on how you edit your reels / pictures to make them look so smooth? So number one thing, it's not really something that I did to edit the pictures, it's what I used to take the pictures. Recent times I have only been taking my pictures with my camera. I don't really take pictures with my phone that much anymore. I just don't, my interest has shifted where taking my pics, the equipment I used to take my pics is concerned. I'm now into just using my camera. So it's all about the camera. I currently use the Sony line. I use the ZV-1 series. So that number one is what really does it. You have the option to you know, three different options when it comes down to the smoothness. You can take it off, you can have it at its lowest, or you can increase it. So really and truly, it's the device that I'm using to film. So it's my Sony camera that I use, my ZV line, from the ZV line that I use to shoot those contents. So that's the reason why they come out like that. You want a lighter, like lower lid, so that's the type of shadow I'm gonna add on my lower lid. I love when shadows are well blended, no harsh lines, so I'm just taking my time to really blend it out. This one did go on a little harsh, so I need to really work overtime to blend it out. Which other state would you live in? I feel like I can zone into this more, a little bit more. I'm just gonna, one of the other states I feel like I could live in, definitely New York. I've come to the conclusion though that it wouldn't be the city. At first I was like, yeah, I'd go to the city. City is just too overpriced. I'm not gonna be throwing away money like that, no. I feel like Connecticut, where I currently am, is expensive as well. But New York, overall New York is very expensive now, but I couldn't manage to live in the city. Number one, too much traffic. Number two, it's so small and congested, and I don't always want to have to take the train to get to somewhere on time. But I live on the outskirts of New York. I don't mind that. I do really love New York. I love New York. Somehow New York, I feel like I'm a New York girl. Definitely feel like I'm a New York girl, but I feel like I'd go to New York a lot, New York City a lot. But no, unless I'm a mega millionaire, where, you know, I know that wherever I live, I can have all the space in the world, because that's the next thing. I don't like the living situation for all that money in New York City. Like some small place for so much money monthly. Like you can find some tiny places for like 10K a month. Like, why? No, no, I won't be throwing away money like that. But yeah, definitely New York, number one. Number two, yeah, I'm just gonna put New York for right now. How would you handle your BFF announcing your wedding on social media before you did? Now that's gonna be a problem. Because any announcement that can happen with my business, I should be consulted first. I should announce that first. You guys know how I move. I don't play that. No, that wouldn't really go well. We definitely have to have a discussion. But not even go around it, we'd probably have an argument. I'm just telling the truth, because that right there is just not okay. In my opinion, that's just not okay. Because how could you do that? Like, that's not okay. But it all depends on the type of person you are too. Maybe if you are a person who, I don't care, it no matter what kind of person it is, that's your wedding. I don't know what will happen after that, but all I know is I'm that type of person. I'm very straightforward. I'm not gonna go around the bush. I'm gonna just let you know, because what? No, can't keep. Not gonna happen. I want to use a lighter shade. I'm wondering if I should use this. This is very neutral, very calm. So I just want to put this on, yeah. And I'm using this fluffy brush because I don't want, like, I just want it to look very nice and, you know, no harsh line. Like, the two shades are just kind of bleeding into each other, like, yeah. Ooh, I love this. I love this, honestly. It's just simple and it's just really a nice neutral glam. It's such a simple, nice neutral glam. Alright, so let's see what else we have. Would you get the Tesla Cybertruck or a Tesla in general? No. I did express this in a previous video. I don't even remember which one, but when I was in Jamaica, I thought that yeah, I would, but coming here, I feel like Teslas are as common up here as how you'd have a Tida in Jamaica. That's just me. That's just how I feel. Teslas are so common. I feel like when I see them, they don't strike me. They don't strike me. You know, it just don't move me. The Cybertruck look a little bit too much like a War Mega Fight. And the new one with them drop. Okay, so I did add lashes, and I did want a little drama. Oh my gosh, I love how this turned out. Lashes, ooh, that cat eye effect. I did the tiniest wing on top, and I think it's so cute. Now I'm gonna add a little color to my face. All right, the last question I'm gonna take is fave quality about yourself. I have to say my favorite quality about myself is how anything at all that I say I'm gonna do, I stay really consistent on it. Like, I have this thing, as I said, where in my mind, I feel like I'm a failure if I don't stick it out. So my favorite quality about myself is how consistent I stay on anything. With anything I do, my discipline to stay consistent, the discipline I have within, you know, it's just who I am. It's really just who I am. So I'm gonna do the blush, just add a little color. I'm gonna do the same placement like last time. I just feel like, as I said before, placement with blush is everything. So as you see, the tiniest amount, and if I feel like building on that, then I will. But what I'll do afterwards is I'll add my glow. I don't know, something about putting it right here just give me more of like a, I don't know, it give me like a little editorial vibe. Lifts the look up, you know, rather than putting it here. For my face, I'm not like it down this so. I'm not like it down this so. So when I apply my glow now, it's gonna kind of drown it out a little bit. So you see I kind of applied a little bit too much on the first deposit here, but I'm gonna apply the glow, so I'll be fine. What I'm gonna do before I do my glow is spray my face though, because I like spraying my face with my Morphe, of course, first. So this really, you know, takes away the powdery look, as you guys know, makes everything look more skin-like. And then when I apply the glow on top of, you know, it being so, when it breaks up the powder, and so it just, I don't know, something about the glow looks more glass-like, and I love that vibe. And for today's fit, I'm doing something casual. Press that in. Press that in. So you see, it kind of cancels out some of the blush. So I'll just go back over top of that if I feel like it took away too much of the color. You see how lifted everything looks? So gorgeous. I'm getting back into my glow little by little. I remember the other day I did a few get ready with me's ago. I was like, you know, I'm not really into glow anymore. Everything with me is kind of like seasonal still, so I was just going through that season where I didn't care about glow. I'm getting back into it. It's quite evident. It's quite evident. And look at me trying out new, getting into other things like blush. Because no one time I don't like blush at all. Blush not touch my face. And then I'm gonna take whatever is left on my brush, and I'm gonna just dab it. Ooh, ooh, that's so cute. Yes, just dab it on my forehead. Now I just look like I'm truly glowing from within. Skin looks luxurious. What? Luxurious. Love it. I'm feeling this makeup look a little too much. Yeah, man. And this all began with the skincare. Like, I love it. Me love it. And then I'm gonna get my tiny brush to do the glow on my nose, the tip of my nose. I'm still thinking to myself, should I do bottom lashes or not? And the more I look at it, I feel like I shouldn't. I don't know. Because the moment I do bottom lashes, I just love it. I'm really wondering if I should. should I? Now since we lost a little bit of the blusher, we go back on the high points, just over that, and it's all gonna just look so glowy. Yeah, perfect. Yo, when the skin isn't dry, it's the best thing ever, man. It's the best thing ever. Everything just glides on so much nicer. So, oh my gosh, that's it. I'm all done. I am all done with my makeup. What? Of course, all we need to do now is the hair. Now it's time to seal the it's time to seal the face. And you know I'm using my one size. One size is so necessary. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna change into my clothes. Wait, I think I want to do the bottom lashes. Yeah, I'm gonna do the bottom lashes. I can't help myself. I cannot help myself. Cause my bottom lashes actually have nice length. You just can't see them, you know? And I feel like you put on the mask when I amplify that with mascara, it's just so pretty. Yeah, definitely. And I love when my eyes look very lashed up. Yeah, that's it. That's all for the finished look. Okay, I really love how it turned out. So I know I said I was going to go super natural on the lips. Had to change out of heart. I felt like I want to elevate the look a little bit more, and I felt like, you know, doing my regular lip combo would do that. So that's what I did. I really love how it's looking. Let me know what you guys think. The look is so glowy. It looks like, you know, a really nice put together soft glam. That's what I was going for. And I went ahead and let my hair out. I actually have my hair in 2 pigtails. I did get it damp from last night, and I kind of just put it in 2 plaits. And what I thought I was gonna wet it and brush it again, but once I pull it out, it was looking so good and juicy, so I just left it like that. Let me zoom out for you guys. For look of the day, so as I said, it's casual, right? But the hoodie is kind of like dressy, because you see it has that little, you know, tie thing going on, which is really short. So of course I paired it with this legging boot or legging sneakers, whatever you want to call it. I believe I got them both from Fashion Nova. But yes, so that's the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat. Get ready with me. That's it for the whole Q&A. A lot of questions were repeat questions from other Q&As. I know you guys, I don't want to bore you guys, and honestly and truly, we already, you know, by the time you see this, get ready with me. I believe a new vlog is over there, so go ahead, check that out. And I do have a vlogathon coming up for SUEMMERTHON. I'm doing it for the 2nd time. So excited. So yeah, head on over to PETITE-SUE TV, catch a vibe, and that's that. In the meantime, if you're new, welcome. Go ahead, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells, and stay tuned for my other videos coming up. I see the suggestions coming in so far with the looks that you want me to do and stuff. Keep them coming. Drop them down below in this video just the same. And that's that. So yeah, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.